You don't owe me a good personality. Good people get used. So just be the worst you can be. Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Luchi and this is Luchi'sjournal. So here we share everything self-development, self-growth and life's journey in between. If this sounds like your thing, you might want to stay. Okay, so today I'll be sharing 5 tips on how to improve your personality. A great personality is underrated, trust me. And if I were you, I'd actually want to stay all through this video because the 5th one might be all you need and it is actually very important. So if this sounds like your thing, let's just dive right in. So number 1 is become self-aware. Like, this is the big step. You can't actually go into any other step or do anything without actually getting to meet yourself, getting to know yourself. You need to first and foremost take the step to meeting yourself before you even think of getting to meet others. So this entails understanding yourself, your strength, your weakness, your value, getting to actually have an identity for starters. Take some time to actually reflect on your thoughts and who you are and who you are even becoming. Take some time to actually reflect on your thoughts, on who you are from the inside, what you stand for, your person, your personality, okay? Ask yourself things like your triggers, your happiness, your goals, your values, and so on. Being self-aware is something that I feel like a lot of people feel or think that they are, but they are not. So taking that time to become self-aware, to know yourself, makes it much more easier. So another angle towards this is to also engage your friends and family, like get feedbacks from them. If you can't do that, have that introspective time with yourself to get to know yourself, you can actually get to meet yourself or view yourself from your friends and family's perspective, how they think you can improve yourself or what they think your strengths or your strength and your values are. Getting to see yourself through the eyes of people. Self-awareness is number 1 in this journey of having a great personality. Why the second one is harness a positive body language. We have verbal and non-verbal communication, and most times we might not realize that our body language, which is the non-verbal as well, speaks more than the verbal. And most times your body, you might be physically or verbally saying A, meanwhile your body language is saying something else, and it might end up betraying you. So ensure that you have and build a positive body language to avoid your body language contradicting what your mouth is saying. Your body language says a lot. Seriously, it says a lot about your personality. It says a lot about your person. I can even say that most often than not, it speaks louder than your voice, right? Because let's say you're pretending to maybe care about someone, but your body language it will betray you. So ensure that you build a positive body language. When you make an effort to develop and build a positive body language, you appear more confident and charismatic. And when you consistently, make it an effort to do this, you won't even realize when you're becoming it. So a positive body language is vital in building a great personality. A lot of people preach fake it till you make it, which I don't really understand, to be honest. But in regards to this, I would actually advocate that even if you're not feeling like it, you are permitted to fake that positive body language, until it becomes a part of you, right? So basic tips, though, I feel like most people know this but intentionally or unintentionally ignore it. So some of the things I feel can help you, some of the tips I feel can help you build a positive body language is: 1, maintain eye contact when talking or speaking with anyone. maintain eye contact. The eye on its own also says a lot, right? So ensure that when people are talking to you, you look at them. Doesn't mean you'll be looking at them like weirdly, like so. You just look at them once in a while, you turn away, but ensure that, because that eye contact is also giving this I am present with you vibe. Do you understand? Not like when I'm talking to you and it's either you're looking away or you're not looking at me, things like that. It says something else. It can also speak that you're not confident. Ensure to maintain an eye contact, all right? Build your confidence and also speaks this positive body language thing. So avoid slouching. Yours isn't the worst. Stand straight. This also happens to me. Like sometimes I forget myself and just start slouching. And I think I've done this for a long time, that my back sometimes just aches. So make it an intentional or make conscious effort to ensure that you don't slouch. Slouching is a no-no. It's like a confidence killer. Whether you're confident physically, but that slouching is already sending a message that it's either you're depressed or you're down or you're not confident. So always make a conscious effort to stand straight. So what tip is smile and show enthusiasm. When interacting with people, always feel like people want to meet you. I feel like the first time I got this rule and I started using it, my relationship kind of changed, my energy kind of changed. I became more enthusiastic to actually meet people. And one thing about energy is that it's contagious. When people notice that you have this positive energy around you, they'll want to come close to you. They'll want to talk to you. They'll want to be friends with you. They'll want to relate with you. Do you understand? So always smile, carry your smile wherever you're going, and have this enthusiasm to meet people. Alright? Third tip on how to have a great personality is practice active listening. No one wants to talk to anyone that is usually absent-minded or careless about what they are saying. People love to be heard. People love it when they are talking to someone and the person is actually paying attention. Do you understand? Attention, yes, is expensive, but people love it when you give it to them. Not when I am talking to you, you're either pressing your phone, absent-minded, or you're not following. It speaks a lot on its own. Being an active listener is actually a skill that most people underrate. Doing that will actually make people comfortable to talk to you. Everyone loves when people are paying attention to them when they are talking. You do, so do I. Active listening is a very powerful tool and a great way to build connection. You don't want to sleep on this. It's a great way to build this bond, this connection with others. The thing about active listening is that when I'm talking to you or anyone is talking to you and you're listening, paying utmost attention, it's saying, I respect and value your thoughts and feelings and I am here to listen. Do you understand? And people love to be respected. Even a child. Everyone loves respect. Everyone do. So it's a beautiful thing, respect, especially when it goes both ways. So inculcate this is also by maintaining eye contact. Another thing that I can also suggest is nodding to show that you are following when someone is talking. That does not mean you'll be nodding your head like Lisa. Sorry, but you because there is a way you're going to be nodding, like it will look so fake and the person will notice and just shut out. So you nod at interval to show that you're listening. And I actually think that this is a reflex. It's not something you just have to be doing like this. Do you understand? So it's a reflex, but it's something, if it's not what you do, it is something you can inculcate to nod at interval to show whoever that is talking to you or that you're discussing with that you are actually following. Do you understand? Another tip is also to show empathy and flow with the emotions that the person is coming with. You can just pick one thing from what the person is saying and emphasize on it. That says a lot. That says, wow, he or she is actually listening to me to even pick up something like this. Do you understand? So when discussing people, show empathy, pay attention, maintain eye contact. At least these 3 tips would help go a long way. The 4th tip on how to build a great personality is build a growth mindset. You know, we have two type of mindset. We have the fixed mindset and we have the growth mindset. And trust me, you don't want to go with the former. You don't want to. It's always the growth mindset for me. Although some people unknowingly find themselves tilting towards the fixed mindset. That's why one thing about building a great personality, building anything good, it takes being intentional, knowingly putting in the work on a daily, so you don't begin to deviate or go through the path or go through the lane that you are not prepared for, or the lane that will take you down the line of something terrible. Inculcating a group mindset screams you are always looking for ways to learn. You are always open to new things. You are always open to trying new things. You're looking for ways to improve yourself. All right. No, it means that you don't know it all. You know, you're not coming from a place of my cup is full, rather from a place of my cup is half empty, my cup is not full yet, and I want to get more. Do you understand? And that you're open to know more. When you imbibe a growth mindset, you're saying that you're resilient, you're saying that you're adaptable, that you're teachable, that you're confident, you're even humble, because it takes humility for you to realize that, oh, I don't know it, or oh, there is something that I don't know, oh, there are things that I need to learn. It takes humility for you to realize all of these things and realize that, oh, even on my journey to life, any failure that I take or any obstacle that I face isn't my end. It's like an open door for me to learn and also increase or improve myself, and not just to sit there wailing and giving this self-pity vibes. You just pick up yourself and you keep walking, because you know that your cup isn't full and you still have things to learn, even during your dark times. Dark times will always come. Dark times comes for everyone. No one that is above dark times, and there is no one that is too big for dark times. So dark times will always come, and I feel like those times are even usually more or less than not the most important time that you need your growth mindset at work, because it's usually not easy during that time. Yeah. So some might ask you okay, some might ask themselves, so how do I develop a good mindset? How do I have this? Because it looks like I don't have it. This is like a different topic on its own, and if you want me to talk more about it, please kindly let me know in the comment section. Alright, then we'll actually create another video for it to dissect everything. So number 5, the fifth one, and more like the most important, because everything that I've said, all of the tips I've given, the 4 tips I gave, would know water if you don't implement and live it out. The Bible says, don't just be the preacher of the word, but also the doer. So the emphasis is actually on doing it. You might learn all the things. I used to tell people, you might learn all the things, get all the motivations you can in this word, but if you don't implement it, then it's nothing. It's like pouring water down the drain. It's like buying a book, but you're not reading it. So your shelf is filled with books, but you're not reading it, or you're reading it, but you're not implementing. It's a waste. All right, it's a waste of time. So this 5th is important. Implement and live out what you've heard. Implement and live out the tips you've gotten, because that is what actually makes it worthwhile. That is what actually makes the change. Listening won't make you give you a good personality. Listening is step number 1. Then doing is step number 2, and the most important. It's better for you not to actually hear this than for you to hear it and you're not doing it. Then what's the essence? There is no difference between you and someone that hasn't heard. So what makes you different is that you've heard these things and you're actually doing it. You're actually making efforts to build this great personality. You're actually making effort to build this great personality. Is it clear? So when so after listening to all of this, the 5th, which is implement and live it out, is more or less like the lead on the pot of soup. At this juncture, if you haven't already Well, it's time for you to create your action plan. Highlight your action plan. Start with the basic step. Be consistent. Review them, adjust it when need be, and make it a repeated habit. Then voila, you have a lifestyle. Exactly. Lifestyle is more or less like a repeated habit. So writing out these things that you know that you need to do, and consciously living it out, because sincerely there are times that you won't feel or have the motivation to want to do some of these things. To be frank, there are times you won't have the motivation, but when you write them out, write the plans, make them plain, that you run with it. When you write them out, it makes it's easy for you to stick with. Not entirely, but then again, that is like a good step on its own. You will then have to like place it in places that you need to see, being accountable for yourself, taking actions, being accountable for yourself, and getting to know that, okay, I hold myself this. So that by the end of this year, you look back and realize that, wow, this plan actually made a lot of sense. And if you can actually pull through these tips to the very end of this year, then you have yourself a great habit, and I am sure that you have the best personality. To be frank, I know you will. So in all this, be patient with yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself. Things like this don't just happen at once. It takes time. Everything good takes time. Nothing good comes easy. So be patient on yourself. Take the time. Enjoy the process. Don't be too hard on yourself. If you make a mistake, stand up, keep going. What makes man a failure is not that he fell. Failing is actually even a good thing, because you're going to learn your lesson and you do better. So what makes you a failure is you failing and sleeping there, lying down on the place that you failed, instead of you to stand up and keep going. So it's okay to fail. It's okay to flop while trying to build this great personality. What matters is that you pick yourself up, learn from where you sleep, and keep going. So celebrate your small wins. Emphasis on this. This is one thing I feel like I need to start doing more this year. Celebrate your wins. They took the lights. NEPA. I'm in Nigeria. So celebrate your wins, and remember that personal growth is a lifestyle, right? It's a lifelong journey. It's not something that you just achieve once. It is something that you grow into. It is something that you do on a daily. Focus on the progress, not perfection. Strive more to grow each day, not striving just to be perfect at least once and for all. So this is probably what I have for you today. Thank you for watching this far. If you watched to this very moment, you can also drop your comment section on what you picked from this video, and also share some of your tips. Like I said, this is a community where you learn from me and I learn from you. I love learning from people too. So you can drop some of your tips or steps that you think that you have or you think will help make a great personality. I'll read all of the comments and reply to every one of them. So if you haven't subscribed by this time, that's not really nice. Please subscribe, like this video, share, and drop your comments. Turn on the notification as well, so that you'll be notified on every of my video. I post every Friday. And once again, my name is Luchi, and this is Luchi's Journal. See you on the next one. Take care of yourself. Bye.